Can you see that? Okay. Yeah. I don't know how to use Max. F. There it goes.
Oh God.
Can I just close the tab? Or... No. There it goes. How'd I get back?
If you command tilde.
Did we close it?
Was it? Okay.
Oh God. I'm so sorry. All right.
It's okay.
Fearless time. Okay, my name is Gus. I'm a JavaScript developer. Self-taught. I don't really work in it right now, but I'd like to. So I'm going to go over what NW.js is, also known as Node-webkit. It's kind of confusing at first, but it's really cool what it can do. Just over here. So NW.js is a web app runtime. It's based off of Chromium and IO.js, and it basically allows you to write native applications in JavaScript and HTML5 for OS X, Windows, and Linux with the same code base. You may have actually already used some things that use Node-webkit, like Popcorn Time and Brackets and Atom. I think they use it too. Node-webkit and Node and NW.js are the same thing. It used to actually use Node and WebKit, but now it uses IO.js and Chromium. Same thing, just better. Yeah, its main focus is becoming it's an HTML5 everywhere kind of thing. It runs 64-bit and 32-bit, and you can use any existing NPM modules and Bower modules and anything JavaScript. So it's a bit confusing at first on how you learn. Basically, and there are two contexts to run JavaScript in. One is the window context, and it's the browser, and it has access to node functions like process, or the process object, and require. And anytime you load something through the require function, like say you required fs, that whole bit of JavaScript will run only in the node context, so that's how we can import existing NPM modules and they don't conflict. So that's neat. The basic structure is pretty simple. You just need a package.json file, an index file, an index HTML. Everything else is optional and completely up to you. So you don't really even need to use this specific structure. Although it's totally recommended to keep your browser JS apart from your Node.js scripts. It can get confusing. The only thing you need in the package is a name, the top four, the name, the main page to open, the description, and the version number. The title is set. You can reset the title in the HTML file, icon for your application. You can actually have frameless windows, so you can, like Spotify, you know, they have their own frame no matter what app you're in, no matter what platform you're on. You can mimic that kind of thing. Pretty self-explanatory. You can set what width and height as well. Making one is really simple. Once you have that file structure down, you just zip all of them, zip that whole folder up, rename it to a .nw, and concatenate it with the Node-webkit application. And then that becomes a final installable or executable file on any platform. So you just download the matching Node-webkit application. There's also a much simpler way to do it, is if you have Grunt, use Grunt Node-webkit builder. Makes it super simple. Just tell it what platform you want, what architecture you want, and it'll build it, and it'll add extra files for compatibility reasons, because like not all platforms have the library to play MP4s, for example. So if you wanted to use the video tag, it wouldn't always work. But if you use Grunt NW builder, it puts all that into the executable for you. There's an easier way to do it. I made a template that you guys can take a look at and poke around in. It has the Grunt file already built out. Just npm install Grunt. I had a demo, but I'm not able to show you today. Huh? I don't know if I can. It's not going to download and run. It also has Grunt Watch, so it's super simple to just run that Any changes you make will be immediately built. Yeah, I guess I wanted to show some examples. Let's see if I can get to my stuff. It's not going to work. At least a screenshot, that's what I'm hoping to get to. Okay. So this is an example of an app I made. It's basically a really basic static file server. You would just browse to whatever folder and serve it, and this is made, and this will run on any platform, which is really neat. I only had to write one code base. And that's it.